We're going to preview UFC Vegas 106. It's the MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. Big Marcel is here as well. Sunday evening, May 11th, 2025, post UFC 315. Marcel, I've had a long fucking day, but I'm here with you, man. We just had a UFC 315 recap. We had our boy Zach likes MMA on. It was awesome. But we kicked Zach out because we're just here. We're going to do this ourselves. We're going to preview UFC Vegas 106. Not the best card, to be honest with you. We'll probably do a bit of a quicker breakdown, guys, to be fair. But obviously, we preview every card. We don't skip a card. Marcel, we never missed a week, have we? Ever?
I don't think we did, no.
No, me and you we've been consistent as hell. Like, I remember even once, this is a couple of years ago, I was in vacation in Nova Scotia, and I watched UFC. It was the Glover Teixeira and Yuri fight. I watched it with the guy who runs MMADecisions.com. I went to his house. I watched it. It was awesome. And then I went home slept for like 5 hours, and I did the podcast with you in the morning. And I remember that was, years ago, but it was awesome. That's what still, by the way, that fight should be in the Hall of Fame. Would you agree?
Which one you said?
Glover Teixeira and Yuri.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? That's fun. They'll probably be in. Also, Dan Henderson, I still think he should be in the Hall of Fame. I know the fight with Shogun is, so I guess technically is, but I'm still one of these people that I'm not sure if I consider that, if your fight gets in, do you consider that Hall of Fame, or what do you think?
Possible. I mean,
do you consider Doo Choi a Hall of Famer?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of just leaves open to, because if someone has a crazy fight, and then they go 0-10, but they have one amazing fight. Is that?
Let's be honest. This is the reason why they put Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen in the Hall of Fame, so they could have Chael Sonnen in the Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah. No, you're not wrong about that. But anyways, let's get to the card. All right. Did I tweet it yet? I'm going to tweet it right now. Let me do that 1 second, guys. My apologies. Doing 10 things at once because I do everything here. No, I'm kidding. Marcel does a lot too. Marcel's the muscle, and I'm the brain. Is that fair to say, Marcel?
No, I'm just a star of the show. That's all.
You're the star.
Just kidding.
Hi, Mom. By the way, happy Mother's Day. We didn't say that. We should have said that.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to your mom, Marcel. She always watches us. My mom doesn't watch. She doesn't give a fuck about me, but your mom loves you. So there you go. But yeah, seriously though, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our moms. So I'm gonna tweet it out right now. Preview UFC Vegas 106. I'm looking forward to talking about these fights, even though it's not the best card. I always look forward to talking with you, man. All right, let's get some comments. Tristan, first in the chat. Tristan, first. Joe's here. Joe's second. So pretty good. John, ask Marcel about Ajax. What happened?
John, don't take this the wrong way, but you can suck on the last part of your name.
Did they lose?
Don't even start.
Was it playoffs or what? What is it?
Listen, man, there were 3 games to play. Our main rival played earlier than us. They were behind 2-0, and if they lost, we could have been champions today if we won. Then they made 2-3, so they made 3 goals in the second half. So they won in the final minute, dying second of the match. So they're 1 point behind us now. And then we still had the game to play, and we lost at home 3-0 against a team we have never lost to before. So now they are 1 point behind us with 2 games to play on Wednesday and on Sunday. So we basically have to win both games, and we have 2 difficult opponents pretty much. So I don't really have trust in it, to be really honest.
Best of luck, my guy. I'll just say that.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Saw Hendo Rec fade. That was in Chicago. True, you were there. That's when you were just a young boy. True. Now you're an old man. Years go by so fast. Benson Henderson Hall of Fame. What do you think?
By the way, man, you cannot even tweet my fucking name. What the hell, dude? I mean,
did it not go through properly?
Oh my god, who's Big M?
I don't know what happened.
Is that my cock, Big M? I mean, what the hell?
My sincerest apologies. I don't know what happened.
No problem.
What's funny? I'll tell you. Actually, you know what's hilarious, Marcel? There's a restaurant in my town. You know what it's called?
No.
The Big M's.
Okay.
And the sign is a big M. It's just like a big M, and it reminds me of you. So next time I get there, I'll ask them for the the Big M sausage. And
All right.
it's like good. You might like that. No, it's actually pretty good. They have like steaks and like chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Chicken with a side chicken, my boy. You know you love it.
Yeah, you do too.
Yeah. 1 second.
Adam is closing his zipper, but he'll be soon back.
No, I was tweeting I was retweeting the thing. My bad.
Okay.
Zippers close. All right. Vitor Pioneer. Yeah. We didn't talk about this. Vitor. To be honest, I heard about this, so it wasn't a surprise. Wink, wink. I mean, the thing about Vitor is like he had like a 20-year run, Marcel.
Bro, let's just say what we know. So I knew that they were going to add Vitor to the Hall of Fame, and they were actually supposed to do it last month at UFC 314, I think.
Yeah.
But then they didn't expect Amanda to be in the crowd, and then the day after at the event, obviously they invited her, but they didn't know she was going to be there, so they switched it. So actually, they're supposed to induct Vitor last time, but they did Amanda, and now they did Vitor today.
Super odd, and he's in Montreal. But yeah, I mean, he had. So I've watched all the UFCs. He had like I think he won one of his earlier tournaments, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 2 of them, right? Didn't he win? And then he obviously knocked out Vonderlei, like one of the crazy stocklists in the early UFCs, when he was like juiced up to the gills. Then he went to Pride. He went to Strikeforce. Like he fought everywhere. Then he came back to the UFC. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, what were you going to say?
He had another stint in the UFC where he had the light heavyweight title against Couture, right? But that eye injury.
He was a champion, but then and so he had like 3 stints. He was heavyweight, then light heavyweight, and then middleweight.
Yeah.
And actually, I saw him fight John Jones for the belt. He almost armbarred John Jones.
Yeah, in the first round, I remember that.
Yeah, but then that run he was on, the TRT Vitor, I'll tell you right now, like they banned TRT because all like Dan Henderson was on it, Chael was on it, Vitor, who else?
Nate Marquardt.
Yeah, there was a bunch of guys. Ben Rothwell, I think, was another guy. A bunch of guys. It was like a loophole in the system where these guys that were like able-bodied athletes were like taking this shit, and they were just fucking phenoms. But that version of Vitor, the one that knocked out Hendo, Bisping, and Rockhold, that was like the greatest fighter of all time. That guy was like you couldn't beat him. But even before that, he beat Yoshihiro Akiyama. He knocked him out. Knocked out Rich Franklin. Vitor's a Hall of Famer. I mean, regardless,
I love Vitor. Vitor is one of the guys who, when I started to watch back older fights, he became one of my favorites.
Same.
And even my dad loved Vitor Belfort. So I mean, he's an amazing fighter. Super aggressive all the time. Great punches, great kicks. I always thought, and it's crazy, he was a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he barely ever used it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think his ground game was exceptional. If you compare it to his striking, I think his striking was exceptional.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, amazing fighter, man.
The explosion and the power was just second to none. Well deserved. But, yeah, I mean, he was on steroids, right? But let's be honest, he's not the only guy in the Hall of Fame that took steroids.
Yeah.
Right, so? No.
Yeah.
Especially back then, guys. Like, it was a different world, I would say probably half the guys, maybe all of them, took the gear. So sad to say. I mean, like a lot of people want to pretend that this is like a clean sport, Marcel, that's like all about respect and like loving your opponent and shit. Dude, these guys are doing anything they can to get every advantage they can and win 2 paychecks, right? So let's get some comments. We got our moderator in the chat. We appreciate you, brother. Adam is the tzatziki and Marcel is the cucumber salad. The tzatziki sauce and Marcel is the cucumber salad.
Kind of feel like I got sprayed over there. No, thank you.
Oh God. Crazy to see Burns. Yeah, we'll talk about Burns in a sec. Burns almost. Yeah, that. To be honest, it is kind of looking better now for Gilbert that he like beat JDM for like 2.5 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's no doubt. Like no doubt. Like TRT is basically steroids. Let's be honest. What's up, Justin? They're gonna feed Bilal the bras after he starts his Burns. I didn't think about that, but maybe because they do like giving guys. Let's be honest, Bilal didn't look great. I know the fight was kind of close on the scorecards, but he took a lot of damage in that fight last night. And he's 36, so he's going down. I think at some point. He probably will fight a prospect. Go ahead.
Let's start the breakdown, dude.
Yeah, I know we started, but there was like 27 comments, man. I had to get them. Okay, can I get one last comment?
One last. Yeah.
It's about you, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Big Dick Marcel 24.
Okay.
It's fake news there. All right, let's get into the broad. We're 10 minutes in. All right, let's go through it. All right, what do you think of the card?
It's grabbed together because this was supposed to be in Qatar, So
That's right. Good call. Yeah.
I mean, this really a grabbed
This is like a
together
5 out of 10, isn't it? Would you say a 5 out of 10? Is that fair?
Yeah.
It's not great. I mean, the fights might be okay. I'm going to watch it, but going from like the card I was at last night, I was literally at this huge arena. There's a fucking massive arena, fans everywhere, to the Apex. It's I don't know. I hope the card's better than I'm thinking it is, but like on paper, I don't think it's the greatest card.
By the way,
there might be a lot of finishes though. Go ahead.
We haven't talked about the card in 315. We gave a pretty good grade to that before the card. What did you give it afterwards?
No, I said the same. I think we had it bang on. It was like a 7.5, 8. I think we had it. I think 8. It was a good card, Marcel. It wasn't amazing. It was a good card.
I enjoyed it as well.
You didn't regret spending your time watching it.
No.
That's when you're like, fuck, I wish I did something else tonight. Marcel's like, fuck, I should have went on Jessica Andrade's OnlyFans instead of this, watching this stupid card.
You're such a sick man, dude.
Speaking of OnlyFans, no, you guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. All right, let's get to the card. Start with the first fight, and I found the bout order, Marcel, so I have it. Don't worry. First fight in the card is Tecia Pennington taking on Luana Pinheiro, and Ticia's a huge favorite in this fight, Marcel. I'll let you start off. The odds have Tecia minus 455, Pinheiro plus 350. So Ticia's a huge favorite. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't even have to think about this very long, to be really honest, man. I mean, Pinheiro hasn't looked good at all as of lately. Every time she got a step into a step up, she didn't look good. I even think she should have lost against Michelle Waterson, to be honest. And Tecia Pennington, I mean, she has some close fights and she has some bad scorecard. I think she got lucky against Esparza. I didn't think she won that actually, but she did. She got the win there, but it was close and she's competitive even if she loses. So for me, easy pick here. I'm going with Tecia Pennington. I think she wins by decision.
Yeah, I think the odds are they're way too high. I personally.
You just think Luana is hot.
I do. I like her bangs, but she's with Matheus Nicolau. So minus 455. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with this fight. So it's going to decision. So you have to rely on the judges to get it right. That's the problem. So I would not bet on Tecia at those prices. At the price.
Tecia makes it clear, I think, dude.
I'm not sure. I mean, when is she really ever in a clear fight? Like even
but this is how do you say that? A skill gap, I think. So
I'm not disagreeing, but I think Pinheiro can make it close.
You bet. I'm not disagreeing, dude. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Part of me wants to even take a shot in the dog. I'll be honest with you, Marcel. Part of me wants to because I think the line is really wide here, guys. It's just tough because she lost 3 straight fights. But I'll tell you, like, even the Robertson fight, like, she did win a round in that fight. Maybe the way to go with this is plus 3.5. Take a shot on her winning 1 round. I think that's possible. The problem with Tecia is she has 0 power, right? So the fight is going to decision. So you're banking on these judges getting it right. Now, she probably is the better striker. I would say that. More technical, more volume. Luana gets hit a lot. But, it's sketch. And then Tecia also doesn't have the best takedown defense. And like I said, part of me really wants to take Luana, but it's hard to because she's lost 3 straight fights, and I really think it should have been 4 because I thought she lost to Michelle Waterson Gomes. Yeah. I really did. I thought she lost that fight, so she should be on a 4-fight losing skid. But I'll tell you right now, like that fight with Sam Hughes, that win actually looks pretty good. I'll tell you that. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Still not picking her.
Yeah, true. Picking a bet. I'll take Tecia by decision, guys. I'll take her. I'll do it. But I don't love these odds. I don't think it's the worst thing to take a shot on Pinheiro plus 3.5. I do think she can win a round here potentially. But yeah, I mean, as much as like I'm tempted to even take a shot on her at plus 350, she probably will lose the decision. I'll be like, why did I even do it? So I'll side with the favorite. I'll do it, Marcel. But I think the odds are crazy.
You are like the guy who is in front of a goal and just can shoot the ball in the goal, but makes it extra solo behind 3-4 more players to then shoot the ball to the goal. It's such an easy pick, dude. It's Tecia Pennington decision.
Most likely, yeah, and you'll probably have to lay juice on that. But anyways, let's go to the next fight here. Carlos Hernandez taking on HyunSung Park. Carlos Hernandez fighting another Asian prospect every single time, Marcel. It's crazy. Odds for this one, HyunSung Park, -170. Carlos Hernandez, +140. So the odds on Park, he's the favorite. Peace of Mind has looked pretty good in the UFC. He had that crazy knockout win over Shannon Ross. But again, I don't know what to think about that. And that was a year and a half ago. So this guy's been out for a while. The other fight over Seung Guk Choi, that's not technically a UFC fight, even though it is at the UFC card. It was the final for the Road to UFC. I think he's a good prospect, though, 9-0. I mean, it's hard to deny that. But I'll tell you this, like, Carlos Hernandez is a fucking gamer. Like, he's a dog. You know, he showed that against your guy, Liam Jargo Tumendembero. Did I get it right? Art of Knockout. I think, you know, he got dropped, but, like, he controlled a lot of that fight with the grappling. And even, like, against Ray, how do you say it? Ray Saruya? He's training with Henry Cejudo, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. He's at Fight Ready. But, he was competitive in that fight at some points. Even Tyber beat him. But he's been competitive in a lot of the fights, even the losses. So I think this guy's going to have to work for this fight. Like, he's not going to just get an easy win, Park. I'm going to pick him, Marcel. I'll take the favorite to remain undefeated. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he lost this fight either, you know? Because we've seen a lot of undefeated guys get their O gone. And this could be another guy. That being said, you know, Hernandez is kind of like a mid-level fighter. He's tough. He's gritty. He'll make it a fight, but I don't know if I can pick him out right. I'll take Park by decision, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, Antoine is asking, why do you think they give him so many Asians? I think because he's a racist. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Like, his last 3 fights have been against 4 fights. Last 4
yeah,
fights.
It's crazy, man. I don't know why.
What the fuck's going on here?
I mean, if he wins, maybe he gets Tainara next. But yeah, I'm just kidding. Who do we? He actually fought him, I think. But yeah, I'm going with Park here as well. I think it will be a close fight. I think it goes to a decision, but I'm taking Park. But Hernandez will make it competitive again, like he always does. So
I again, another fight where I could see the +3 point, like him winning a round. Could you see that happening? Hernandez winning one round? Yeah.
Yep.
It might be a shot on taking a shot on the winning one round. Glenball, what's up, man? Glad to have you here as always, brother. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We have Denise Gomes taking on Elise Reed. Another fight with huge odds, Marcel, in the women's division. As Denise Gomes, you want to get? You probably don't know. What do you want to guess? What her odds are? Denise
-800,
-550. So close, I guess, but really, it's kind of close. By the way, Park knockout live. I mean, it's possible, but like, I don't have a great read in that fight. I'll be honest with you. I'm leading a decision because Hernandez is tough. But
I mean, if I go to the park here down the street, the knockout is always live. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Gomes is -550 and Reed +410. I'm picking Denise Gomes. I never pick Elise Reed, and I'm not going to start it now. Zach, thank God Zach's gone. He's going to hate us. CFFC veteran. But in all seriousness, like, I think Denise Gomes is a pretty good fighter. I don't think she looked amazing against Karolina Kovacevic in the last fight. She did win a decision, but not like an incredible performance. Like, really, like, it was that fight against Yasmin Yoregui a couple years ago that really like stood out, you know. And since then, it's like she's winning, but like it's not, you know, amazing. With Reed, like, she's kind of one of these girls that like I just think isn't that good, but she does win fights occasionally, including her last one against Jessica Penne, which I actually liked her in that fight, but she beat Super Smelly too, Marcel, your girl. So
Denise Gomes kind of looks like pissed off but less skilled Jessica Andrade, man.
Who's she getting? Is it Bruno Brazil or no? Sorry, it's not Bruno Brazil. Who's
Carol Rosa.
Carol Rosa, that's who it is. My bad. Sorry. She beat Bruno Brazil. I don't know. That's why I just saw the record.
She also beats probably Carol Rosa, but in a different way.
Oh my God!
But I'm picking Denise Gomes here to win, man. I don't really have much faith in Elise Reed.
Yeah, look at this dollar store Andrade. Denise Kilos is Marcel's boy or girl.
Boy.
My apologies.
I mean, she gave birth. I think.
Oh, she did?
almost
I
a
didn't
year
know
ago
that. She's
now.
actually a
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
good fighter, like I think.
yeah.
Is she in PFL or?
I don't think I think she retired. I think,
Okay,
but I'm
okay.
not sure. I'm not sure.
These guys are, you know what? The chat's hilarious tonight, so I'm glad. And that troll is gone. That can go fuck himself, the asshole, wasting everyone's time. I
We'll
still like when
probably
people
go.
we got our time wasted. We had Zach on. Zach's a fucking busy guy eating his chicken wings, man. So come on.
That dude was also on James Lynch's podcast last week, and he also got
Yeah,
a timeout. So yeah, whatever.
No, I totally understand. Again, it's just like stupid. Like, dude, like get a life. All right, yeah, we have the same pick. Gomes decision or knockout.
We're going with decision. Elise Reed is
Pretty
not
tough.
easy to take out. Yeah.
She actually, you know what? She has been finished, but like ground and pound, I don't think she gets ground.
You just hate her that she got like a almost robbery win over your girl.
Which one?
Jazz.
Oh, in CFFC.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got Connor, the controller, Matheus taking on Yadier, DelValle. And odds for this one have Yadier, DelValle, huge favorite, minus 420. Connor Matheus, plus 320. I think this is an easy pick. It is.
Yeah, picking Connor Matheus up.
Yeah. DelValle by knockout, probably. I mean, I think he looked great in that Contender Series fight. I don't know what you thought, Marcel. I think he looked out. That fight was crazy. He looked outstanding. Again, this is kind of a step up, but not really. I don't think Connor Matheus is even UFC caliber. He's lost both his fights by knockout. I think he gets knocked out again, gets cut. I hate to say it. Connor's a good dude, but yeah, that's probably it for him. What do you think? Feel the same way?
By the way, true. That's why Adam is loaded right now. But I agree, man. I mean, I think Yadier DelValle probably knocks him out. So yeah, I'm going with it.
Andrade and Gomes are in camp together. That's how can you?
Yeah. They are former Piranha fighters.
There you go. That troll needs some chicken and chicken wings. Absolutely. That's the meal of champions, Mark. So you have to admit, isn't it?
I never had chicken Alfredo, so I don't know.
Okay, you gotta try it. At least Reed pays you. Does she have OnlyFans? Really? No way.
I don't know, but that's why I said you're loaded.
Oh,
money right now.
Yeah, no. Dude, that fight was incredible. I mean, no one talks about that fight, Tristan. That fight was fucking incredible. I love that fight so much. I like this guy. I think he's a good prospect. He probably will lose in the UFC at some point, but I don't think this fight he'll lose. Bazinga? You mean Dennis Bazuka? Is that what you're talking about? I had him as a dog too. I think he was a dog, wasn't he? I think we both had him, right? Yeah. Let's go to the next fight here. We have Luana Santos. You like that, Marcel? We got Luana Santos taking on Tainara Lisboa. A battle of two girls that Marcel is fond of, although he's fonder of one of them now. Interesting odds for this one. I think Tainara actually opened as the favorite. Now the line's flipped. Luana is the favorite now, minus 142. Tainara is a dog, plus 120. Hit the button for me, brother. Let's go. I'm taking the dog. I'm taking Tainara Lisboa, Marcel. I'm going to do it. I liked what I saw from her debut. She hasn't fought in a while, which, again, is always a concern, but I liked the two fights she had in the UFC. Jessica Rose-Clark, who's not obviously in the UFC, and then Ravina Oliveira, who I'm not sure if she's in the UFC. I don't know, to be honest with you. But two impressive performances. Hasn't fought in a while. That's the concern. But I like what I saw. And Luana Santos, I've got to be honest with you guys, I was high on her. I did like her for a while. But that last fight was a terrible performance. I'm off the bandwagon now. I think Tainara is the better fighter. I think more complete, more just skilled, and I think she will win this fight. She's a lot older, but she's not super old. She's 33, she's 34 actually. But
can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Would you love to cosplay her dog?
That's the dog's face. that picture you sent me?
No. Do you want to cosplay Luana's dog?
No. By the way, I should mention this. This is at 135. I should mention that.
No.
Marcel, you're crazy. Yeah, but Luana's moving up in weight as well, Marcel. We should mention that.
Yeah.
I think she might have fought it. Was it? Yeah, Stephanie Egger. She fought it. Yeah.
It's Egger.
Yeah, so she's fought in this weight class before. And actually, Stephanie Egger, what happened to her? Is she in the roster anymore? I don't know either. It's weird. Some of these girls just disappeared. Either way, I mean, I'm taking the dog. Are you with me? Go! Consensus.
Yes, I'm taking Tainara. I like Tainara a lot. I think she's
a good fighter. How's her OnlyFans? Is it good?
I have no idea. She doesn't have OnlyFans because she's a decent person, Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's good. I mean, she had a really tough injury. I remember she had a long. How do you say that?
Rehab,
Long rehab. Yeah,
rehabilitation, sure.
I think almost like 4 or 5 months or something. Very long.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's back. She was looking for a fight for a long, long time, and she finally got now one. Interesting fight, man. I think I see Santos can take it to the ground, but I see a lot of striking in this fight. I think Lisboa wins the decision. That's right.
I'm with you on that one. All
Yeah,
right.
what Glenn says, by the way. Yeah.
This boy had hip surgery. Yep. Oh, she has commentary UFC contend. What, like in Brazil or?
Yeah, she did for. I don't know for what card anymore.
I think she's a pretty good fighter. This hasn't fought in a long time. People kind of forgot about her. The line, like I said, flipped. She opened the odds makers opened her as a favorite, so it's flipped. I'm off the Luana bandwagon. I don't know if it's because I love dogs so much, Marcel, or what's going on here, but I don't know. Like the fight with Casey was not good. Like it wasn't a good performance. I kind of don't like. What do you think, Casey? I think she's like borderline top 15. Like she's okay,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, she's
But
okay.
Tainara could be in the top 15 too. And again, this is up a weight, you know. Tainara's a pretty good fighter. Anyways, that's our pick.
Do you think that Santos is got the dog in her in this fight, or
Oh
what
my
do you
god, I can't believe you just said that. You're freaking crazy. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. Final prelim here, Marcel. I like this fight. And I pray to God this fight stays put because Jared Gordon has the worst luck with fights staying intact, does he not? Man,
think?
Jared Gordon here. You just pray that he gets a paycheck. This is a fight with Thiago Moises. It's a pick'em fight. It's minus 110 each. It's a very close fight, obviously on paper. I like both guys. I think both guys are really good fighters. To be honest with you, this is actually a very good fight. I think it's a very high level fight.
It's like
Go ahead. Sorry.
like a typical fight at lightweight where both guys are not ranked, but they are pretty good. You know what I mean?
Completely agree. I think both guys are really good. I think Jared Gordon's one of the most underrated guys in the sport, probably.
I agree.
You know, like he should have really beaten Patty. He arguably beat Nasrat. He was beating Bobby Green till the headbutt thing. He's very good. He's a very good fighter. So was Thiago Moises, though. You know, I think Thiago Moises is a very good fighter. This is a tough one, guys. I mean, the odds are pick 'em for a reason. It's a very difficult fight to call. The only reason I'm leaning Moises is because he's so much younger. He's 7 years younger. That's the only reason. I just think that he's a little bit fresher. It's tough. It's a tough fight to call, guys. I'm taking Moises by decision, but I'm not super confident. What do you think?
Feel the same way, man. I mean, I think Moises can make it if he wants. He can make it boring.
Yeah,
And try to get the grappling going if he wants. But he also can give Gordon a good run for his money on the feet. I think they're both pretty good, but I think Moises has more ways to win, and he can get it his way. So that's why I also leaning Moises, but it's pretty close to me, in my opinion.
I pretty much agree with what you're saying. Let's come a couple comments here for the UFC Portuguese desk. Okay, that makes sense. I think Thiago is better striking. Yeah, that's fair. Patty won. I mean, I don't agree with that. Patty did not win that fight.
That was that night. True forgot his glasses at home.
That's the night True turned 50 years old. Thiago was competitive with Islam. I mean, he went 4 rounds, but he got finished. Yeah, I guess he was. I guess Tristan. I mean, I don't know. You're kind of stretching it there, man. To me, but I think he wins this fight. ATT versus Killcliff. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think Thiago went back to ATT, right? He left.
Yeah, he did.
What camp? He was at Fighting Nurse. That's right. Maybe he wins by submission. I mean, Grant Dawson, again, another guy from ATT. You know, Jared Gordon fights all these ATT guys. You know, he's like the Benoit Saint-Denis of. He'll probably fight Benoit Saint-Denis next, won't he? He'll probably do that. Jared Gordon. Maybe they will. Who knows? But in all honesty, like I think these guys are not ranked, but they could be ranked. You know, they're both very good. So very good fight. Very, very good fight. Let's go to the main card here. Matheus Camilo making his UFC debut against Gabe Green. Gabe Green's dropping in weight, Marcel the lightweight. So kind of interesting here. He is coming off a layoff as well, 2 years, I believe. Camilo is minus 185. Gabe Green plus 155. I mean, the thing with Gabe Green is like he was one of these guys that kind of like came on the scene during COVID, and he had some good fights, but he hasn't fought in like 2 years. He's coming off a knockout loss to Brian Battle. The thing is though, like if you look at who we lost, it was D-Rod, Gary, and Battle. Like they're pretty good fighters, you know. So it's just he hasn't fought in so long, and Camilo is his debut. but he had that win over that dude that was like asking Dana for like a contract or whatever in Korean Zombies promotion.
Yeah.
And he's undefeated, and sorry, he's not undefeated. He's not undefeated. He's lost. He's on a win streak. He has lost though. It's just it's kind of a fade in green for me because he hasn't fought so long. He's moving down a weight. I never trusted his chin. He's been knocked out before. I kind of feel like Camilo knocks him out, but you know it is a step up in competition too. At the same time, despite the layoff and everything, I'll take Camilo. I think he wins. I think he does. I think he gets the job done. The fact they signed him, you know, straight out of that fight, the UFC matchmakers like this dude. So I think he wins. What do you think?
He's been talented for a long time, and I really like him. He's also Alex Brune's guy, so if we pick against him, we have Alex against us. Just kidding. I was picking him anyways. I'm picking Camilo, and I pick him by finish in the second round, TKO.
There you go. Gabe, new dad strength. I didn't know that. No, I know. By the way, James interviewed him, which is pretty cool. What is Green thinking? Yeah, he got knocked out quick. Green can win this potentially. I don't trust him. Walking around Old Town Manassas with the boys trying to catch up with us again. Put on the show in the background, laying in bed. We appreciate you, man. You're obviously you're a guy. You do the artwork, and you're a friend of the podcast. We consider you a friend. So every now and then, Marcel makes a dirty joke. I wake up laughing. Leave the guy alone, Marcel. He wants to get some sleep. All right, let's get through the last couple of fights here, guys. We got Julian, Juicy J, Erosa taking on Melquizael, Costa. Fun fight here, Marcel. Kind of a quick turnaround because both guys, they won and they didn't take damage. Costa minus 205, Erosa plus 170. I'll take Costa. You know, he's solid. He's solid. He's looked great. Obviously, he had that really good win in his last fight against Chris Rodriguez. 3 straight wins, actually, overall. Erosa, and he's also won 3 straight fights and good wins. He also beat Chris Rodriguez in his win streak. The fight with Darren Elkins, I mean, I don't even know what to think about that fight, dude. We picked Darren. How crazy was that? I never expected. Darren's like so washed now. But in all honesty, like I like Julian's obviously super dangerous, but like I still don't trust him completely. You know, I think he's beatable. And despite the win streak, I can't pick him. So I'll take Costa. I think he'll have to work for this one, but I think Costa. It's tough because if you look at his record, Rosa usually gets finished in his losses. I guess I'll take Costa by submission. What do you think?
So Rosa won against C-Rod, he won against Elkins, and Costa won against C-Rod and won against Feely. And I picked all 4 fights wrong. So this time I'm going with Costa, so put your money on Erosa. Costa, I think he looked decent, very good actually so far in his fights. I like him in this one, and I think he can win. I don't think he wins a finish, but I think he wins a decision. So
you know what? I just realized that Julian's never been submitted. I do think it's possible, though. I will say that. I think
I mean, Brett Katona was never stopped. So
yeah, exactly. It could happen, but yeah, I think we're on the same track on this one. Yeah. Rosa has a chance. I mean, especially early.
For sure.
What do you guys think it feels like to be knocked out cold? I've been rocked before. It's weird, Antoine. I got rocked. I had a Muay Thai fight once. It was 10 years ago now. I got rocked. I hit in the temple. Basically, you know, JDS fought Kane, that temple area here. It rocks you. I got hit, and like it was weird. I can't even explain it. It was like this. It was like my vision went like this. Like my vision went like this, Marcel. I just felt like I was like, holy shit! Like I remember it happening, and then it's like you kind of lose, like you just lose the track of time after. It's weird. I haven't been knocked out cold. I hope that doesn't happen to me, but I would imagine you just kind of like forget what. Have you been knocked out before? Or yeah, no. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I don't want to get knocked out, dude. It doesn't sound very fun. But have you been rocked before? Have you been punched in the head before?
Yeah, but didn't feel anything. Maybe it was not a good punch. You know?
No, for sure. This was in the actual Muay Thai fight I had. I did get rocked. You know, guy landed a massive overhand right here. I was like, it was just weird. It was like, and I just hear the people in the crowd. They're like, "Yeah, knock him out." I'm like, "Fuck you guys."
I remember once I was like annoying my dad for when I was younger. I think I was like 10, 11 years old.
Oh, I thought you were saying like yesterday because you usually annoy him. But yeah.
No, and then he was tickling me. So then I had my fist and I did this on his shoulder, and he wanted to do that back, but he smashed me in my jaw here instead of on my shoulder, and I was shocked, but I was laughing. But that was hard, But it didn't daze me or anything, It wasn't on
Child
purpose.
abuse. We talk about
No,
child
no,
abuse.
that wasn't on purpose.
I know. I'm just joking. I got sucker punch and dropped. Didn't feel anything. Yeah, you like. I don't even know if you remember it, but again, I haven't had it happen. All I remember from my fight is I got rocked really bad. Then I was in the corner. My coach was like, "Dude, your fucking chin is amazing." I'm like, "Holy shit!" that means I'm getting beat up. If you're saying, Marcel, if anytime it's like this guy's a good chin, he probably is getting the shit kicked out of him. So, yeah, I'm a bar manager and old school knocked out by an ashtray. Yeah, that's brutal, dude. Fuck. All right, Costa finished by bigger guys. Yeah, it's true. Anyways, I think we have the same pick on this one. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got just a few fights left. Okay. 4.
Sorry.
Learn how to count. All right, joking. Nursulton, Ruziboev against Dustin Stoltzfus. Minus 285. Nursulton, Stoltzfus plus 230. Marcel?
Yeah.
Hit the button. I'm doing it, dude. I'm doing it. I think this is the fight where Ruziboev surprisingly loses. I'm not sold on this guy, Marcel. I'm telling you right now, I'm not sold on him. I know he's a good record in the UFC, guys. I think the level of competition has been like okay. The Bruno Ferrer win was nice, but very kind of fluky, I would say. Dumas is not a very good win. Baconico is not a good win. Buckley beat him up pretty easily. Stoltzfus had a bad run to start his career, but has really turned it on as of late, in my opinion. I think the Barrio win looks even better after last night. The win over Puna looks pretty good right now. The loss to Ferreira is, again, those fights can go either way. And then the fight with Abus, not a bad loss. Mershart, not a bad loss. Adolfo, not a bad loss. Dawkins, you probably would want back, but it was 5 years ago. I think he's improved. I think he's gotten better. I think people are going to say this is a fraud check when he loses, too. I don't know about that because I think Dustin's actually a better fighter than people think. Because, again, his record's not very good in the UFC, but I don't trust Ruziboev. I think his record is really just padded if you look at it. And he's looked good in the UFC, don't get me wrong, but I don't trust him. I'm taking Stoltzfus Marcel. I think he knocks him out. I really do. What do you think?
It's a difficult fight to pick. I think it's one of the hardest fights on the card, in my opinion, because I'm also not sold on Ruziboev, but at the same time, I'm also not sold on Dustin Stoltzfus. So it's like a very difficult pick for me. I was wrong last time with Nursulton Ruziboev. I picked Eric Baconico, which was a really bad pick of mine.
Holy shit.
But I'm going with Ruziboev now.
Fair enough.
I think he gets a finish early on. If he doesn't get that finish early on, it's get interesting because I think Stoltzfus, the longer the fight goes, the more he has a chance to win.
Am I crazy for taking a shot in the dog here, though?
No, absolutely not. I thought about it as well, but I'm too much of a bitch.
I mean, you can say that again.
I'm too much of a bitch.
Thank you. There you go. I love how you got that. But yeah, no, I think Dustin can actually win this fight, guys. Oh, by the way, Fight Talk said he got knocked out, felt nothing. Yeah, you probably just wake up and you're like, what the hell happened? Why am I feeling I think he could win. Sub, possibly. I think he probably would knock him out, though, right? But McConical, yeah. Tristan, don't worry. I mean, if we went and did the Academy Award of the worst bets of all time, you'd have like 20 of my bets in there, so don't worry.
At least I'm not the only one, Tristan, so thank you. I appreciate it.
There you go. Tristan made you feel better. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have a lightweight bout. Oh, by the way, I went to this comment. Despite 5 inches of height, your something is 4 inch reach. I'm not sold on this guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm not sold. Let's go to the next fight here. Sodiq Yusuff taking on Marvin Santos at lightweight. So keep that in mind, it's lightweight. Sodiq's been talking about moving up for a bit. He's doing it. And then Myron, it's kind of short notice, I guess, but he had the opportunity. He's doing it. Although I think he's staying at featherweight, I believe.
What's the odds?
I think you're going to find these odds interesting, Marcel. Myron Santos is favored, minus 140 and plus 120 on Sodiq Yusuff. Hit the button for me again. Am I crazy? I'm taking Sodiq Yusuff. Am I crazy? I still...
Me too.
I still have faith in him. Like you take him too. Okay, there you go.
I like Myron a lot, but I mean, Sodiq was supposed to go to 155. He said that,
Yeah.
Myron is taking this on short notice pretty much because he wants to stay at 145, but he wants to stay active, and the opportunity came to fight at 155, so he took that fight.
I don't think this guy's completely washed like everyone thinks. I don't think losing to Lopez, even Barboza, and then Allen are bad losses. Like these guys fought, the tough guys, and they beat everyone else.
He was destroying Barboza in the first round. You know?
Yeah. Myron Santos is a good fighter. Maybe the chain will be better at 155. I don't know, but I don't know about that fight with Francis Marshall. It really threw me off on this guy. I'll tell you right now. He's a good prospect. Don't get me wrong.
I agree,
but I think Yusuff, he's fought way better competition, guys. And again, like Marcel said, he was trained to move up in weight, unlike Santos, who kind of taking this fight. Are they both iridium, or do you know, or is
just
it
Santos?
Yusuff with Yusuff's with dominance? I think, right?
I don't know who he is with, not with Iridium.
Yeah, I've liked Yusuff for a while. I know he's hasn't looked great lately, but it actually would be his first win in 3 years. That's crazy. I still am I crazy for believing in the guy still, Marcel?
No, I also think Sodiq is still a good fighter. He just had some how do you say that? It didn't went his way the last couple of times. I think in Barboza, the first round he looked amazing, and then he faded. But if he looks as amazing against Barboza, against Santos in the first round, he's probably good to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so we have the same pick on this one.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. Paul Craig taking on Adolfo Bellato. You want to guess the odds for this one?
I think Bellato is a small favorite.
No, he's a big favorite.
It's a big favorite, okay.
Minus 500.
Oh.
Paul Craig's plus 380. I mean, I can't pick Paul Craig. Despite, I don't think Bellato looked good against Jimmy Crute. Obviously, he did come back and force the draw. I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't mind a rematch of that fight because it was a pretty good fight. But I can't pick the Bear Jew. I think he's on a serious decline, Marcel. And to me, it feels like it's the UFC setting up Bellato to get a win. The odds are high, obviously.
Very high in my opinion.
Minus 500, but I think he knocks Paul Craig out. What do you think?
Unless he makes a stupid mistake, he how do we say that? Knocks him down and he follows him to the ground.
By the way, I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. I have no idea what he's going to do, guys, but let's hope everybody is safe. I'm just kidding. Yeah, guys, I'm taking Bellato here as well. But the thing is, if Bellato is knocking him down, for example, and he's stupid and jumping his guard, then Paul Craig can submit him. Obviously, you never know. Paul Craig has done crazier things, Yeah, chicken Alfredo with the side of chicken wings. Yeah, so for me, it's Bellato. I think he wins, and he has to knock Craig out probably. So I'm going with a knockout for Paul Craig. Adam is back.
Sorry about that.
No problem. I said to the people, you're getting your chicken Alfredo and chicken wings inside. So.
DoorDash arrived. Fuck. How'd you know, Drew? How'd you fucking know? Drew knew. No. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm going to bet Craig. I mean, plus 380. Would you take a shot on him as a dog, like a big dog, or?
No. I said I'm going with Bellato, but the thing is, if Bellato is stupid and he knocks Craig down and he follows him into the guards, you know things can happen.
And we shouldn't mention this. It is at 205. I mean, he's moving back up, but actually, this card is multiple fights where the fighters are moving weight classes. Gabe Green, Luana, Craig, and what's the other one? Yusuff and Santos. Kind of weird, right? This card has a bunch of those fights. That always kind of makes the fights different, But is Craig finishing his UFC contract? I have no idea. Do you know? Do you have that?
No idea.
I like spaghetti too, personally. Do you like spaghetti?
I prefer macaroni.
Yeah. Wait, what? Both my wives, Luana and Luana Santos and Pinheiro.
The problem with spaghetti is always you have some kind of it's kind of a worm feeling to me. You know what I mean?
Worm?
Yeah, worm. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what those long things outside in the grass.
I know what they are. We have them here. My kid tells me, he's like, "Oh, there's a worm there." I'm like, "I don't like them." All right, let's go to the last fight here, Marcel. Main event: Gilbert Burns against Miles Morales, Marcel. And odds for this one, guys. I mean, they're. Do you want to guess these odds?
It's probably something like minus 450 for Morales.
Minus 700.
Jeez.
Plus 500 Burns. I'm taking Morales though, obviously. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You know, it's a no-brainer. Despite the fight with Jack looking a little better for him, he still got fucking knocked out, and it was, you know, it was how long ago? And he got lost to Brady too, but he's getting up there in age, dude. He's 38. You know, he's turning 39 this year. He's taking so much damage. Morales is only 25. He's 6-0, 5-0 in the UFC. He's beating everyone, destroyed Neil Magny, just beating everyone. These fights aren't even competitive. This is a no-brainer pick. I'm taking Morales by knockout.
Same, me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I know it seems crazy. We're like, fuck, minus 700, but like, in all honesty, like everyone feels the same way we do. You know what I mean? So like, why would it be any less? You know, and again, a few years ago, this would be like minus 400. You know, but now it's minus 700. You double the price. Morales versus Ian Gary, that would be kind of interesting. Chicken Parmesan, I like that too, actually. Morales minus EV decision, most likely. You think he wins a decision? Or are you saying the expected value? I think he knocks him out. Anyways, do you want to go through the really quick on the recap?
Yeah.
Both took Pennington, although I think the odds are crazy on that one. Both took Park. Both took Gomes. Both took DelValle. Consensus dog, Tainara Lisboa. We both took Thiago Moises. Right now it's a pick-up. He might close as an underdog, so keep that in mind. We both took Camilo. We both took Costa. I took Stoltzfus as a dog. Marcel took Ruziboev. He's going to lose, but he took him as a favorite anyways. We have a second consensus dog, Sodiq Yusuff. We have two consensus dogs tonight, guys. Or next week, I should say. Both took Bellato. We both took Burns. So we have two consensus dogs.
True. He says a few years ago Burns beats him, but a few years ago it probably was illegal because he was underage.
Yeah, exactly. Is there PFL this week? I don't know. There might be, but if there is, I'm not talking about it. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, dude. Thanks, man. By the way, like I was just looking. Like the podcast last week had a lot more views. I'm assuming because Art was on it. No one wants to hear me and you. I'm just joking. But no, I think Art, you know, he killed it last week. I actually ran into him in Montreal. We talked for a bit last night. So I got back to my room at 2:30, and Art messaged me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm in line to get some poutine. I want to buy some poutine for you if you want. It's on me, right?" I'm like, "No, I'm in bed, dude." But I was like, "Fuck, I'm down." And then I found out he won like 27 grand. I'm like, "Shit, drinks are on you, brother." No, but Art's a good dude. He actually wanted to buy me a drink yesterday. I couldn't drink though. It was at the event. You know, Marcel, you get caught with it, you're gonna get kicked out. UFC's gonna kick you out, so it's not worth it. Do you guys think Michael will win the belt? Do you see a future champ here?
I need to see more before I can say.
I think it's possible, Antoine. I mean, I didn't think Jack would be a future champion, but I saw a good fighter. I liked him on Contender. You know, I think Morales could win the belt one day. He's only 25 years old. He's super young. Anyways, let's get out of here, Marcel. We appreciate all you guys in the chat tonight. We went a little bit past the time we wanted to, but it's okay. 9:10. It's 3:10 for you?
Yeah.
Marcel's got to go to bed, guys. All right. Have a great week, everyone. Back next week. We'll recap the card, and I'll see you guys then. Peace. Let's get out of here.